What's up, guys? It's Clown Fight here. Guys, today I'm just going to be breaking down the latest interview from Tyson Fury. In this interview, he's basically coming straight for the jugular. According to this, he's talking what he's going to do to Usyk. He's in the no-nonsense mode, says he's going to go in there, he's going to knock him out. He looks like he has to do it, or if he doesn't do it, I don't know what's going to happen to Mr. Fury. If Fury loses this fight, it's very interesting to see fighters that go into fights like this, because I'm going to break this down in a second, but I saw AJ have the same mindset. I saw other people have the same mindset. The mindset is, I have to win. Like, I can't lose. I'm going to knock him out. There's no way I lose. And the problem with that mindset, guys, is what about if you do lose? What happens to you? Will we see a mental breakdown for Tyson Fury if he loses this fight? It's a pondering question. Before the AJ and Dubois fight, I said if AJ lost, he may have a mental breakdown. Now, he didn't have the mental breakdown in the ring, guys, but he didn't take the rematch. That shattered his confidence, guys. That shattered him. I've heard interviews after interviews now of Usyk's team calling for Tyson Fury's career to be finished after this fight, guys. This is do or die for Mr. Tyson Fury. Now, I'm not a Tyson Fury hater. I just tell it how it is. And right now, it is do or die for Mr. Eggman Tyson Fury. And the way he's talking in here, guys, it's like it's do or die. So I wish Tyson all the best. I want Tyson Fury to come into this fight at his best. And I'm going to play a few clips for you. I don't think I'll go through the entire interview. I'm going to play a few clips. I'm just going to discuss Tyson Fury's mindset and give you my thoughts. So let's just get straight into this, and I'll break it down and give you my thoughts as we go along.
Tyson, another massive fight, another long training camp. Still enjoying the training camps?
Very much so. Very much so.
And was this one in any way different, or was it just another 12-week slog away from your family and away from your loved ones?
Yeah, it was exactly what you just said.
Yeah. They don't get any easier, do they, training camps?
No, but it does give me a good break in my life. It's like a spa resort, I suppose.
You like that sort of isolation, that how hard life is in that camp. There's fun, but there's no like going away and having a good time. It's training, eating, sleeping. You like that?
I like that, yeah. It's a bit of me.
So for me, Tyson Fury here looks like he's very fed up. Like, he doesn't want to be here. He might just want to fight. And you could say this is a focused, locked-in Tyson Fury. He's just been focusing on what he needs to do. And people are saying, oh, that's good to see this from Tyson Fury. I hope that's the case, guys. I hope Tyson Fury comes in his best and brings the best tactics he can bring to this fight. Will that be enough? We'll find out. We'll find out.
When I can do whatever I want, I really don't want to do anything. But when you're locked away and you can't do anything you want to do stuff then. So it gives you a good mindset.
So I do like what Tyson Fury is saying about his routine in terms of when he's training and he has to train. He can't really chill. He has to get up, eat, sleep, train. It gives him some good discipline and a good mindset. Now, if that's the case and people say he's been slacking for the first fight, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, then that's a good sign. But let's carry on, guys. Let's see what else Tyson Fury's got to say.
With these camps to being the way they are, so you're isolated with all intents and purposes. Yeah. Does it give you more time on your own, or are you surrounded by people that you love and care for?
Gives you more time on your own, yeah. You're in your room, you go to the gym, you come back, you eat, you go back to your room, watch TV. I watched everything on the television that there is. And then, yeah, you go to the gym again.
And do you stay in contact with Paris and the kids?
So just before I go on to that, guys, before he talks about Paris and his kids, he said he's been in this regime now for 3 months, like an army military style training. Now, the vibe I'm getting, guys, and I have to be blatant, it doesn't seem like he did this sort of vibe for the first fight, because he's talking about it in a different way. His mind's almost like switched into this army-like mentality. It's do or die for Tyson Fury. I think with Fury, he's that type of character where if he can get away with not doing something the first time and just about nick it, then it's okay. But if it doesn't go how it's supposed to go for him, he now has to go do or die. And fair play to Fury. So that's nothing. There's nothing more he can do. If he goes balls to the wall and he does so-called what he's supposed to do, then this may help Tyson Fury. It's interesting to see, because it's almost like Tyson Fury has no choice but to go into this sort of regime to give him his only chance. Remember what Tyson Fury kept saying throughout the build-up? I'm just going to do the same thing I done last time and I'm going to win. Now, this is the way the deceivement of Tyson Fury is coming into this. He's saying he's going to do the same thing as the last fight, but the last fight never won him the fight. This is where you've got to look into what Tyson Fury says. Some days he says one thing, the next day he says something else. You can't take this man for his word. You just can't, guys. So we will find out what Tyson Fury means by this.
Do you stay in contact with Paris and the kids, or is it once a day, once a week? Do you have to be sort of quite strict about that?
I've not spoken to Paris for 3 months.
So basically, Tyson Fury's gone on this army militant regime where he said he's not spoken to his wife now for 3 months, or his kids or anyone. I think that's what he's about to say. So he's on a strict regime, guys. He's in a wake up, sleep, train, eat, sleep, train regime. And you could say that's good for Tyson Fury, and maybe. But the one thing I don't like about it, guys, is Tyson Fury is not like this all year round. He's not a guy that's eat, sleep, train all year round. He only does it when it suits him, when he needs to do it. And this has been the problem for me throughout Tyson Fury's career. He's managed to get away with it with the lower level fighters. But who has he fought that's high level? You could say Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko was past his time back then. And then he fought Wilder. That's the best opponents that Tyson Fury's fought. He hasn't come across an animal like Usyk who trains all year round. And he's not just doing this regime just for 3 months. He's doing it all year round. Tyson Fury has got forced into doing the caveman regime. Will it be enough? Let's carry on.
Not a word. Not spoke to anyone. Not been on my phone. I've been away from it all.
And is that something you've worked out?
So he's saying he's isolated him. He's not his phone. He's been away from it all. Now again, I don't want to poke fun at Fury and say, oh, this is not going to be enough. It's good that Tyson Fury's in this mode. Will this be enough for Fury? We'll find out.
Over the years that works for you?
No, I just wanted to give myself the best opportunity I can. And I don't want to keep dividing modes from beast mode to dad mode, wife mode, all that sort of stuff. So I've not spoke to anyone on the phone, and that's it.
So this is more proof of Tyson Fury's mindset into this fight. Tyson Fury is going into this fight, do or die. He's literally going into this fight, do or die. Which some people are going to say, yeah, that's good. I want Tyson Fury to come out and throw everything at Usyk and he'll get him out. I've spoken about the tactics for Fury in this fight. He did say in the build-up he's going to do the same thing. I said I don't think that would work. His best shot is to go in there and put it on Usyk, even if that's 6 rounds. And after that, he's finished. He's got nothing in the tank. He's got size. He could probably make something work. So if he's going in with that do or die mindset, it gives Tyson Fury a chance. But at the same time, guys, you've got to understand that Tyson Fury's on his last leg. And you are dangerous sometimes when you're counted out and you're on your last leg. So I'm not completely writing Fury off, but at the same time, you got to understand, guys, this guy says one thing one day and does something else the next day. So what I'm trying to say is, guys, if Fury goes in there and he does the job, then fair play to Fury, guys. He did what he had to do. But Fury loses here, guys, then Fury's career might be over, guys. Because the way he's talking and the way the mindset is going in, I haven't seen Fury going into these mindsets. Maybe you could say in the Wilder 2 fight he did something in Wilder 3. I can't remember it. But he knows, guys, what's riding on this. He still believes he won the first fight. He said it multiple times, even in the recent interviews. So he's going in there, do or die. He doesn't want to leave nothing unturned, which you could say is a good thing.
Just been in camp the whole time.
Steve Collins used to do that when he went to camp. Didn't have any contact with his wife and 3 children at all because, as you say, beast and dad.
It's difficult to keep switching. But honestly, I haven't spoke to anybody on the phone. I've not been taking calls at all. Anyone who's called me, I've not been successful in getting hold of me at all in the last few months, yeah, for sure.
So Fury's basically firming he's been in this regime mode, and all I'm going to say is Oleksandr Usyk goes into similar sort of modes before his fight. Go check the previous interviews Usyk did before the first fight. He had to stay away from his family and everything for about 6 to 9 months. In fact, because of you, Mr. Tyson Fury, pulling out from the icon, Usyk's camp was extended, guys, by another 3 months. The fight was supposed to be in February. Because of your eye cut, you made Usyk stay in another camp for another 3 months. So he did a camp from September all the way down to May. That guy did a 6 to 7 month training camp, and that was your fault. And I heard Usyk's interviews. He goes, it was wake up, sleep, train. It was the longest time he spent away from his family. So what I'm trying to say is, Usyk's always done these types of things. It's not nothing new, but fair play, Tyson Fury finally says, I'm going to put my foot down. But what I'm saying is, when you've got a guy who hasn't let up, Usyk hasn't let up from what I've heard. Tyson Fury is just about going into this now. Yes, it's good he's going into this now, but will it be enough? We'll have to see.
You've achieved so much, and that's not just riches, that's in life, in your family, but you still want more. There's something inside you that's pushing you on.
I think when you lose the passion to want, you game over. You're ready for the grave. A man who's not a wanted man is a man ready for the next life. And I'm not ready for that yet, so I'm always wanted, whatever it might be.
And that's that thing that allows you and fighters like you, who apparently have got everything, especially money and everything else, to still act like you've got nothing, to still train at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's the Marvin Hagler silk pajamas story, isn't it? You've got to get up and do it, haven't you?
I enjoy it though. That's the thing. I've done it so long now. It's become I found the most comfortable position in the most uncomfortable environment. And I'm happy in there. I'm happy at that moment. And it's brilliant for me.
So you do have to look at some of these things that Fury's saying a bit seriously, guys, because as much as as he said, guys, I've done my prediction video. I know I've got my picks on who I think is going to win this fight. I wish Tyson Fury all the best. I'm not saying he can't do it, but I've already went with Usyk, guys, and I've given my reasons, so check the breakdown out. But when Tyson Fury is talking about things like this, you have to look at it a little bit seriously. I know this guy talks a load of shite sometimes. He talks out of his ass. But the problem is, guys, when a guy like this actually wants to talk some real stuff, it's like the boy who cries wolf. By the time this guy's going to be talking like reality, people are going to be like, oh, he just chat shit. And then he's going to end up, let's just say, pulling off what people think he can't pull off. Tyson Fury thrives off of that stuff. I've seen a few interviews of him now. He's actually got a chip on his shoulder. I can see it, guys. Which is good for Fury. But the problem with a chip on the shoulder is, what happens when that chip on the shoulder and you still lose the fight? There's two options, guys. Meltdown, breakdown, or acceptance. I haven't seen that acceptance, guys, from Fury yet. Maybe I'm wrong. He's the type of guy that can accept things in his own ways. Or he may just say, I got robbed, etc., etc. He's a bit of a funny character, but it's going to be interesting to see. But what he touched on there, guys, is waking up in silver silk sheets. Now, with Fury, he's a bit different to some of the fighters. Like, you have people like McGregor, and you have other fighters who in the past do this for money. And I'm not saying Fury doesn't do this for money. I believe, to a certain degree, Fury is doing this for money. However, there is a side as well where Tyson Fury suffers from mental health, from so-called mental health. He almost says he has no choice but to do this, because if he didn't do it, he would fall into suicide, depression, etc., etc. He has to stay in a regime. But if you got other fighters who don't have a regime, like for me, example, Conor McGregor does not have a regime. That guy was good when he was disciplined, but when he got let off the loose and he got let off the whiskey and the money and then the women and the rape charges and whatever, etc., sexual assaults, that guy couldn't control himself. The one thing I like about Fury is he does have discipline, as in he knows he needs a routine. He has to have it or he goes mental. That's good. That's not a bad thing, guys. That's good. But obviously he's got other issues. So yeah, you do have to be careful, guys, when a guy like this is talking, and you have to take some things. You got to know what to take in and what not to take in.
And is there a point in camp, Tyson, when you sense that's really happening? So you go into camp, you're carrying a bit of weight, you just had a week away with all the kids, maybe you've been on the deck of a yacht somewhere. The next thing you know, it's the start of the isolation. When it clicks, do you sense it? Can you feel it in yourself? Are you different in any way?
No, not at all. I'm just the same person, I think. But it helps me to get away and just concentrate on training, you know. I do love it. I love going away. Like, Shane's been with me for 50 or 60 days nearly. And obviously he's missing his family because he doesn't go away like I do all the time. For me, I could go away for 20 years. I don't know why. It's not that I don't love my family, but if I've got a mission to do, I want to achieve it. I want to accomplish it. And I don't miss them because I've took myself out of the environment from speaking to them all the time, and you just wean yourself off it type of thing. Like an addiction, trying to get away from that.
So interesting here, guys. Tyson Fury is comparing being away from his family as in like an addiction, and it's interesting to hear this, guys. As I said, man, you've got to look into some of the things Fury says. Like you got to know what to analyze with this character. He's talking about, as he said, he's not been with his family for 3 months. He hasn't spoken to him, and he's kind of went separate. He's saying even if I never saw him for 20 years, he just said 20 years, I wouldn't miss it. I don't miss him. I'm in that mode. I wouldn't miss him. I've got a mission to do, and there's a reason I'm doing what I'm doing. I get what Fury's saying, guys. I do. I know a lot of people ain't gonna get it, and people are gonna think he's talking out of his ass. He does talk out of his ass, but for me, some things he says, you've got to take him in. You've got to understand the guy, and I get it. I get what he means. Is it gonna help him? I don't know. I don't know, guys. But I get his mindset.
But you've talked often about, the boxing and the training being your kind of rehab, your version of an addiction. It does seem that way.
Outside of the training and going to the gym on a daily, like, what else is there for somebody like me? Like, all the stuff that the world has to offer, I probably sampled it or got it or been through it. So I'm not like really interested in what there is out there. And I know what's out there is not as good as going to the gym and doing a good session or going a hard run or a nice bag work or whatever. That to me is a luxury. Like going to a luxury hotel or driving a nice car. Going to the gym and slogging myself for 20 rounds, that's my luxury. I love it. And like, this isn't just a camp thing. My life's a camp outside of a camp. I train twice a day at home in Morecambe, 6 days a week. Just like I'm in a training camp. But the only thing is I don't have the right diet all the year round.
I'm just going to chime in here, guys. I am liking what Tyson Fury's saying about his mindset in terms of training. Now, I don't know. Again, with Tyson Fury, it's weird, man. The guy says one thing one day, the next day he says something else. I don't disbelieve what he's saying, and I do believe what he's saying. Right now, he's had to go through what he had to go through for the last 3 months in terms of his training, etc., etc. He's basically saying, without training, without working out, working hard, you don't feel like he's accomplished anything. It's like a waste of time. He's also talking about the joys of life, like doing this in life, doing that in life, accumulating money, etc., etc. Trying, sampling different things. He's like, there's nothing else to do. He's tried everything, and this is a guy that's been through so-called suicide and everything. So I'm not knocking Fury for that. He's probably been through, obviously, whatever he's been through. He understands that he needs a regime. Now, again, a lot of people watching this video are gonna think, why am I like bigging up Fury or licking his ass? Guys, again, I've done enough videos on my channel where I don't want to say I'm taking shots at Fury. I'm just saying it as it is. But when I'm breaking this guy down from an analytical point of view, I've got to look at the things he's saying as we get closer to the fight, because that's going to be his closest mindset right now. I still believe what's going to happen in the fight is going to be the same, personally. But it is interesting to look at it just to see what sort of mindset the guy is going to go into the fight with. And I can't knock him for the mindset he has. I agree with his mindset. Training and doing stuff rather than fucking, he's got enough money. This guy's loaded, man. This guy is loaded. He's probably got fucking 200-300 million in his fucking bank account now. I don't know if he's got exactly that much, but from his last 2-3 fights, the guy is loaded. The guy is loaded. He could do whatever he wants. But what I said I like about Fury is he keeps himself in a strict regime. He says that because of his mental health. If he didn't do that, he'd go up the walls. So I like that, and I like looking into how he's saying in this fight he has nothing to do but to train, and how he's saying that that's benefited him, and it gives him something to look forward to get up, train, and then he can have his breakfast, he can go through this, he can go for that, drive a car is a luxury, going to the gym's a luxury. It's a good mindset, guys. Usyk's got a disciplined mindset. I don't know with Fury's up and down, but I like what I'm hearing, so I have to touch on it.
I eat what I want, go and have a beer after the training, whatever. I've got to live life.
But you've got to do that training.
I'm not a robot, but I have to do that training no matter what. No matter if I'm in camp, I'm on holiday. I recently went on a 2-week holiday. I did 14 runs and 14 strength sessions. Brendan's here to call me a liar. Trained hard. Because it's what I do, it's what I enjoy, I love it. You take that away from me, you may as well just handicap me completely.
Do you have to?
So Tyson Fury, as I said before, Tyson Fury trains not just because he wants to train, he trains due to his mental health. Without him training and doing something every day, even as he said there, when he's out of camp, he may still train, but the difference is he's not on a diet. He'll eat whatever he wants. He'll even go to the beer and have a drink. He trains, for Tyson Fury, he trains due to the mental health side, because he's saying himself, if he didn't train, if he didn't have something to do, he'd go crazy and mental. And that's happened to him in the past. He's put on weight and he doesn't know what to do with himself. The routine for this guy of training, working out, keeping in shape, it helps Tyson Fury maintain and keep sane. So it's different to someone like Usyk. Usyk trains for the discipline. I don't think Usyk would go mental if he didn't train. But when you think about it, maybe he would. Maybe these sort of athletes, they need something to do. Obviously, Tyson Fury is an extreme. He's on the extreme end of the scale. So it's interesting diving in deep into Tyson Fury's mind. There's a lot of things in Tyson Fury's mind. I can't break this guy down because there's too many things, guys. One day he'll say something, the next day he'll say something. I'm just analysing what I'm hearing right now.
To do it as well.
No, I don't have to, but I love him. I don't understand why any man would not want to go to the gym and train. I don't get that.
To feel better.
You feel good, yeah. You feel fantastic. Best feeling in the world when you've done a good training session and you've finished and you're going for a shower and a breakfast. Best time of the day as well, early in the morning for me.
I can't knock Fury for what he's saying because I relate to this guy's this for me just shows that he has been, for this camp, putting in the work. It's because he has to, guys. It's do or die, as I said. But let's carry on.
You talk about being on a mission there. You talked about being on a mission there. Is the mission to regain the crowns? Is the mission to be the undisputed? Is that the mission? Or is just the mission to get through camp, get into the fight, get into the next one?
No, my mission's never been undisputed. Never been my mission. It's been other people's missions. My mission's to smash this face right in on Saturday night. There's no chance he can beat me. None.
So, guys, let's just look at what you just said there. So, Tyson Fury maintains the thing about his ambitions not to be undisputed, not to have all the belts. Although there has been posts in the past where he's talked about, I'm the lineal heavyweight champion, I haven't been beaten since John Sullivan. So how true is what he's saying there? Let's put that aside about the belts. He said his goal is to smash Usyk's fucking face in on Saturday. That's it. He goes, there's no way he can beat me, none. This is a dangerous sort of mindset in two ways, guys. It's dangerous because, one, I've got to look at it in the positive and negative. In the positive way, it shows that Tyson Fury is there for do or die. And he understands that if he doesn't go in there and give it everything he's got, if he gets knocked the fuck out and he goes in there and he just tries to smash his face in, I honestly think that is the best chance for Fury. Forget your tactics, forget your fucking bobbing and weaving. You are not going to outsmart Usyk. He's basically, I'm going to go in there and smash his face in a boxing fight. Now, check my breakdowns out, guys. I said the best chance for Fury to win this fight is he can't do what he done in the last fight. He has to actually go in there and fucking put it on Usyk from round one. Now, that might mean you get knocked out in round 6 or 7. But from what I've seen in Usyk, the guy struggles when there's pressure on him. When I say pressure on him, as in Chisora, Derek Chisora stuck it on Usyk from round 1 to 12. And Usyk struggled how he looked physically. Like, he was getting pushed back a lot. It was, for me, that was Usyk's toughest fight. Derek Chisora was Usyk's toughest fight. Now, a lot of people say Usyk played that fight on purpose. He wanted to look a bit shit. So when he fought AJ, he kind of tricked AJ. And like AJ thought it'd be an easy fight. I don't know too much about that. I can't really comment. But it did look like Usyk was struggling. But it's easy to say to someone, go in there and stick it on him. Now, but I would still say Tyson Fury's got the size, power, and height, and all the attributes to push him into the corner and literally make it into a dirty fight. Go for body shots. Obviously, get away with your low blows. Don't hit him on the fucking navel or too low. He's going to go down. That's literally Tyson Fury's best shot. I honestly still think that. Now, if Tyson Fury is going into this fight with that mindset, then, he's got a shot. I ain't going to lie, he's got a shot. But if he does anything else, there's no shot, guys. There's no shot. Even with that mindset he's going in with the shot, I'm not guaranteeing him to win. I just said that's his best shot. I would still say Usyk's probably prepared for that. But that is his best shot. Now the other side, guys. From what he just said, I'm going in there, do or die. I can't lose this fight. This is giving me flashbacks of Anthony Joshua. When AJ fought Dubois rematch or Usyk rematch. There was things said where I can't lose this fight. I can't see. I remember seeing an interview from Joshua before the fight saying, what happens if you lose? He goes, I can't lose. I don't even think about losing. When you do lose and you have a mindset about what if I lose, because he's so vocal about it, I just don't know what the aftermath would be of Tyson Fury losing to Usyk. Remember, he lost the first fight. The guy believes he won. So what? God forbid Tyson Fury gets knocked out cold. What's he gonna say? What's he gonna say? Oh, the middleweight knocked me out. Oh, but I thought you said you weren't gonna lose this fight. That's when dangerous stuff happens, guys. This guy's a dangerous guy in terms of his health. He could go downhill, guys. Like, it could... Guys, he was in a pub crawling out the first fight. He said it didn't affect him. But if Tyson Fury loses this fight, it may be the end of his career. What sort of motivation has he got left? Do you think Tyson Fury wants to continue fighting, being second best? Fighting with AJ to see who's the second or third best heavyweight in the world? This guy lives for ups and, like, the highs of the highs. Or he goes to the lowest of the lows. If he loses this fight, it could be very bad for Tyson Fury. I'm not wishing it on him. I wish him the best. I hope we get the best Tyson Fury. I hope we get the best Usyk. And may the best man win. But when people say he can't beat me, borderline delusional, because not right now. It's a good for him maybe as a fight. He has to have that mindset. But when you don't win and you have that mindset, what do you say? We saw AJ break down mentally. Now I think Tyson Fury is a bit different mentally to AJ, but we may see that translate over into some other areas, guys. This guy had to wait 4 weeks and then he got pissed in the pub and he was crawling out. He had his demons. He's still facing his demons. He still believes he won. So it's going to be interesting to see how Tyson Fury deals with this. He may just ruin his career.
I ain't got a cut this time. I'm nursing. I ain't got
So
some
that means you could
problems.
spar. That means you could spar.
Yeah, I can do everything now. I've never been as confident in my life of smashing a face in I've ever been doing him on Saturday. Even at 36, when people think he's he will rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I'm going to destroy this on Saturday night. You watch me go to work on Saturday night on him. You watch it.
Okay, now I want to break this down. This is very interesting, guys, what Fury said here. Let's just go back and let's break this down. I got to go through it bit by bit.
So that means you could spar. That means you could spar.
Yeah, I can do everything now.
So basically, Fury's bringing up the sparring. He's saying the last fight, he's basically said it straight away. He thinks he couldn't spar as much for the last fight because he had an injury and he didn't want the cut to reopen. He probably was a little bit cautious on that first fight. And he's basically saying he can do a lot now. He doesn't have an injury. So maybe he's right. Maybe he's saying I can do a lot more sparring now. And this is his confidence. Now watch what he says again. I'm going to play it again. Look at what's seeping out of Fury here. Watch this.
I've never been as confident in my life of smashing a face in I've ever been doing him on Saturday. Even at 36, when people think he's he will rise like a phoenix from the ashes. I'm going to destroy this on Saturday night. You watch me go to work on Saturday night on him. You watch it.
So Fury now, guys, is doing what I want to see. I want to see this from Fury. Fury is basically saying straight here, when someone's put down and you think he's in the ashes, watch the motherfucker rise. As I said, this guy's got a chip on his shoulder, which again, good thing and bad thing. When the problem with it is, when you got a chip on your shoulder and you still lose the fight, you get annihilated mentally. Like mentally, you're finished. Unless you've accepted you could lose, because, and if Tyson Fury hasn't done that, I don't see those signs in Fury. That if Fury loses this, mentally the guy's gonna be finished. I'm telling you guys, not just his career, but I want to look at the positives as well. This is a good mindset in terms of, it's like going to the fucking roulette table, man. Fury's gonna put it all on black now, and if it doesn't come up, Fury's gonna die. That here shows he's gonna fucking, well, from what he's saying, we can't guarantee anything, but from what he's saying he's gonna stick it on Usyk. Now, guys, I want to talk about one or two things, which again, I want to touch on these topics before the fight, and I want to hear your thoughts below. I've watched a few people's YouTube channels. I don't watch a lot, guys. I do follow some of them. I was watching Hatman Strikes Back's YouTube channel. I watched one video on his channel regarding Fury. He said Tyson Fury is putting on, people say Tyson Fury is coming in 20 stone. Tyson Fury himself said I'm going to be 20 to 21 stone. That means he would have put 3 to 4 stone on from the previous fight, and he's putting weight on. Now, from Hatman Strikes Back's video, he said Tyson Fury is lying. He doesn't even look like he's put weight on. He's playing mind games. I can't tell, guys. If Tyson Fury is, what we're only going to find out, guys, is when Tyson Fury steps on that scale. And this is how it's going to go down. If Tyson Fury steps on that scale on Friday and he is 20 stone, round about the mark, then mark my words, Fury's going to stick it on Usyk from round 1 to 6, 7. And this is going to give Fury the best chance he has to try and win, which is good, which I want to see. I'm not saying that's going to make sure Fury wins. It's just going to make it more of an exciting fight for us, guys. That is his best route to victory. Now, remember, he's been saying he's not going to change anything up. But from how he's talking and what he's saying, that would be his best strategy to win based off the Wilder 2 fight. So, the only way we're going to find out, as I said, Hatman Strikes Back's video said Tyson Fury is lying. He hasn't really put the weight on. He hasn't put any weight on. He's lying, and he's just deceiving people. I don't know if that's true or not. He looks like he doesn't have that much weight, but we can't tell until someone hits the scales. I saw another interview of Tyson Fury today with Michelle Joy Phelps, and the guy was saying, I'm 20 stone, and it's kind of muscle. Like, I don't know if he said it's muscle, but it's like, it's not pure fat. I don't know, man. He said something, it's like, I've integrated it into my training, I'm 20 stone. He could be lying, he could be telling the truth. We are not going to know until he landed on the scale. Now, Hatman talked about something else. He goes, if Tyson Fury is trying to play mind games, saying one thing, but he really isn't, then who's he trying to fool? He's trying to fool Usyk. But in my opinion, I think Usyk is prepared regardless. In my opinion, I think Usyk's prepared for a big Fury. Usyk's prepared for a skinny Fury. Usyk's prepared for a middle Fury. So this is what I'm going to say. When Fury lands on the scale, if Fury is light and is the same sort of weight or slightly heavier, I'm going to be honest, my confidence in Oleksandr Usyk shoots through the roof. That means this guy's had to play trickery, had to play mind games on people, and he's trying to play it on Usyk, and that's not good, guys. That means you don't have confidence in yourself. Now, again, I still believe Fury has put weight on. I'm not going to go off how he looks, guys. Looks can be deceiving. He may have all the weight in his belly and you can't see it up here. Remember, Tyson Fury's got a big, greedy belly. I know Hatman Strike Back says, look at his face. Look, he's hiding it with his beard. He's actually lost weight. You could be right. I could be totally wrong. But he may be hiding all that weight in his belly. I know he's put photos out and stuff on his Insta, but he's been very careful this camp of not showing photos and stuff. So we ain't going to know. But if he lands on that scale and he's close to 20 stone, then I'm not saying I would, my confidence goes down in Usyk, but this is starting to give Fury an actual shot to try and win. So we'll see when he lands on that scale. Is he going to be close to 20 stone? Remember, if he's close to 20 stone, then he's not bullshitting anyone here. He's being honest. If he's light on that scale, he's chatting shite. And don't take anything this man says for anything. I don't even want to say what's going to happen if he's light. If he's light, he's trying to do a mind game fuckery to Usyk. And I think that's going to get him knocked the fuck out. He may still get knocked the fuck out even if it comes 20 stone. But I need to see what weight Tyson Fury is on that scale. Remember, I'm going to say it one more time. If Tyson Fury is close to 20 stone, then we're going to have a crazy good fight. Tyson Fury's got a chance, 100%. If he's 17 or 18 or very slightly heavier than the last one, in my opinion, it's over for Fury. It's over. And all these mind games and all the stuff he's been saying, it's going to backfire badly. So let's carry on.
I beat him last time on a half mass. Nursing a massive cut.
There seems to be a bit more.
He said he beat him last time on a half mass, so half his weight or whatever, and he was nursing a cut, but he said he thinks he beat him. Remember, I've made videos on this guy about how delusional that is for him to say he thought he beat him. He still thinks he beat him. That's delusional. And he's saying I was nursing an injury at cut. So I believe him on the cut thing, but he's saying there was no cut this time. And again, I do think Tyson Fury's put on weight. Like I saw Hatman's video. I don't know, man. Why would Tyson Fury say I've put weight on and then lie about it? Because that just wouldn't make sense. And if that is the case, then fair play, Hatman, you've spotted it. And Tyson Fury's chatting out his ass. But I do think he's put weight on. I don't know about 20 stone, but if he's close to that mark, guys, he's gonna go in there to try and knock Usyk out, and that's the best thing you could do. So all that little deception stuff weeks before, I'm going to do the same thing, I'm not going to change this, I'm not going to do that, is all lies, guys. You can't take anything this guy says for truth. But let's just carry on and let's see what happens.
Spiting you than normal.
Watch me go to work. Watch me go to work, son, on Saturday night. I'm going to go to work on him.
So this is good. I like seeing this from Fury. He's got excitement in his voice. He's like, I'm going to go to work on him. I'm going to put it on him. That's what I want to see. Watch me go to work on Saturday night. If Fury goes in there, like I said, 6 to 7 rounds, Giza, just forward movement. Now, you might get caught a few times, but you work more than Usyk. And in your head, you're saying you're going to get knocked out in 6 rounds. I'm going to throw the fucking kitchen sink at you. If you don't, then you get knocked out. Fair play. But that is your best shot. And I'm liking that from Fury. So, again, I've already made my prediction. I have to be like straight here. He looks happy. He said, "Watch me go to work." And I like reading. My channel's about reading body language. If someone's lying, if someone's chatting shit, I can't see Fury's chatting shit here. For me, it feels like he's gonna do what he's gonna say. He doesn't usually lie before he goes into a fight. What he says, he does. So I believe Fury. But does that mean he's gonna win? I'm not saying he's gonna win, but this is his best shot, and we're gonna get an entertaining fight, guys.
And has everyone else in the camp noticed this? I mean, I know
everyone knows what's going to happen.
They've seen you over the camp build into where you are now in front of me now in fight week.
Fight week. Everyone knows what's going to happen.
So everyone knows what's going to happen. For Fury, that must mean he thinks he's going to knock Usyk out.
Now, is that anger, or is it spite, or is it just the fact you just want to do it?
It's just the fact that I'm better than him, and I'm going to prove it on Saturday night. Boxing, fighting, heart, whatever you want.
Did it hurt you losing?
No.
So look how he said, boxing, fighting, heart, whatever you want. This is like that chip on the shoulder that I'm talking about. Tyson Fury knows he's up against the wall. He has to come in there, do or die. If he loses this, guys, in my opinion, Fury's career is over. Not as in he can't have more fights, but this guy doesn't like being second place. I'm telling you, he's always going to be known as Usyk's leftovers. Him and Joshua are going to be known as Usyk's leftovers. Some people can accept that. Some people can't. Fury doesn't strike me as a guy that can accept it. So he's just been asked now, did the first fight hurt you? Let's see what he says.
No, not at all.
Didn't affect you? Didn't bother you?
You fill this room with money, the amount of money I got for losing. Do you know what I mean? And I didn't even thought I lost anyway.
Yeah.
See, this is what I don't like about Fury, man. I don't believe, guys, just from like a winning point, affected him as in like, he went home, I've lost my record. I don't think he did. But the delusion, this is what has affected him. The guy doesn't believe he lost the fucking fight. He just said, I don't believe I lost anyway. That's actually more delusion than, for example, when AJ lost to Usyk, he had a mental breakdown and people mocked him for it. But let's be honest, guys, at least AJ showed the true feelings like, I lost, fuck, I shouldn't have lost. I broke down mentally. Everyone in the world saw it. People say, you're mentally fragile. I think that's much better of a stance than what Fury's doing. Fury's like, it didn't affect me. But the fact that you're saying I still won the fight, that's denial. That's the anti-Wilder type of delusion. These are the type of things that get you knocked the fuck out. This is what I don't like about this is what I don't like. So you can go into this mindset all you want, which again, it's probably the best mindset. The problem is, guys, you're on a knife's edge now. If it doesn't work out and Usyk fucking sticks it on you and wins you again, batters you, knocks you out, mentally you're finished. Psychologically, I've already broken it down. Usyk has schooled Tyson Fury in the mind games, multiple departments. This will be the icing on the cake, and Fury's gonna be the downfall of Fury is gonna be Fury. Now, I wish him all the best. I hopefully he goes in there. He could do it. He could knock Usyk out. People, sometimes, guys, when you don't expect something to happen, the unexpected happens. So I'm not gonna be surprised, guys, if Tyson Fury knocked Usyk out. It wouldn't surprise me. You know what? Or you know what I would say? I'd say fair play to Tyson Fury. Now, guess what? There's a third fucking fight. The winner of that third fight, they're the best. It's just 1-1. But I know what I expect, guys. I've already said it before. This is Tyson Fury's last chance. Check my breakdown if you want to know what my views are. But this is Tyson Fury's last chance. Do or die.
You know, in my opinion, I won that fight. A lot of opinions. Even one of the scorecards had me winning.
Fucking now. I don't want to go into this delusion. He relies on the scorecard to say, I was winning. The scorecards were corrupt, guys. It should have been unanimous for Usyk. Not fucking split decision. That's Turki Al-Ashik's favouritism for you. And I've already broken Turki Al-Ashik, what he's been doing this week. He's licking Tyson Fury's ass. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if it's a tight fight, they'll give it to Fury. So this is the delusion, what happens in your brain.
So, you know, it didn't affect me. I'm going to come back and I'm going to win it.
So this is...
Oh, look at this, man. This is not good, man. This is not good signs for me, guys. This is not good signs. Look, if Fury goes in there and wins, fair play. Fair play. I'm not saying he can't do it, but guys, I have to look at the side where, as I've broken down, where that doesn't happen, and I've predicted what was going to happen in this fight. This guy is going to get mentally destroyed. This guy may have a worse breakdown than AJ. Maybe not in the ring. I don't know. Maybe he does. But this is going to be disastrous. If Tyson Fury loses this fight, I'm telling you guys, you're going to see something that you've never seen before. Like, I can feel it, guys. This guy, I don't know what he's going to do. He's unpredictable as it is. So he better bring everything he's got to win that fight, because if it doesn't work out for him, Mr. Tyson Fury, fuck, man, I don't know what to say. It's going to be a disaster. Mental breakdown doesn't cover what would happen, guys. I don't even want to say suicidal. Forget all that. This would get really bad.
This is revenge, or is it just putting things right?
No, it's not any of that. It's just me smashing his face in on Saturday night. That's it. That's all it will ever be. Nothing more, nothing less than a good old-fashioned hiding.
Like, again, man, some stuff does make me laugh, man. Fury, as I said, I'm not knocking Fury. Like he said, all this is, I want to smash his face in. He's pissed off with the guy. Now, that can be good and that can be bad again, and I don't want to go too much into it. But you got to look at the side where, let's just say Usyk smashes your face in again, if not worse, knocks you out. What happens then? This is the problem, guys. Tyson Fury has put himself at very high risk of being memed. Well, you know what a meme is, guys? You know, after the fight, when you say certain things, people replay what you said and they put you getting knocked the fuck out or getting battered. I hope that doesn't happen for Fury again. I'm not sitting there wishing for that to happen. I'm not, guys. I'm not one of those guys. But you put yourself at extreme risk for Tyson Fury to get memed after this fight. Tyson Fury to say, I'm going to beat him. I can't lose. I have to win. He can't beat me. And if someone showing him getting knocked the fuck out. Look, again, I can't say that's going to happen for sure. I can't say. Tyson Fury will be better for this fight. Usyk will be better. But this is where you put yourself at extreme positions to get memed. Like, really badly memed. Remember what AJ did to the bar before the fight? He had that little fucking chair stare off. I'm going to smash a chair off your fucking face. What happened in the fight, guys? Fucking Dubois smashed a chair off fucking Joshua's face with his fist. And Joshua could not get up. It was WWE style. Tyson Fury may get a beating of his fucking lifetime. It may be sad to see, guys.
Could you walk away after this? Could you walk away after this?
Definitely not. No way.
This is delusional as well. But guys, look, he's saying, could you walk away from this? He goes, no way. In the past, Tyson Fury's been like, yes, I'll walk away. No, I'll walk away. Again, he said in previous interviews before, he's going to keep going till the wheels fall off. Now, this is the worst thing about heavyweights, guys. They don't know when to stop. They don't know when to stop, guys. And when you start saying stuff like, I'm going to go till the wheels fall off, that signs that you could be towards the end of your career. He's had big battles with Wilder, big battles with, he's through his career. This could be that end point for Tyson Fury.
Not in a million years will I walk away after this.
You're not finished.
No way. But what I'm going to do to him...
So he goes, no way I'm going to be finished after this. I guarantee you, if he does not win this fight, I'm not saying he'll walk away, but I guarantee you he changes his mind on what he said there. And look what he says next, just to reaffirm what I was about to say.
It's going to be that bad of a beating on Saturday night. He ain't going to want to have a trilogy.
So he's basically already putting it out there. He's going to beat Usyk that bad that Usyk's not going to want a trilogy. Now, Tyson Fury has to do what he says, guys, because if he doesn't, I'm not saying he can't do it, guys. I'm not going to sit and mock Fury and say, ha ha ha, what are you saying? Remember, this is the same guy that people wrote off against Klitschko and he did some fucking nut job on him. People said he couldn't beat Wilder, he did it on him. But I just believe Usyk's not that sort of level. Usyk is in his prime, past everyone, and his skill level's just more than Fury. So what happens when you say you're going to do something and it doesn't? That's what I think will happen. But let's carry on.
And I'm hoping there's going to be a trilogy, because all great dance partners have trilogies.
So again, guys, Tyson Fury is looking ahead to the trilogy. He thinks he's going to win and there will be a trilogy. And we've seen Turki Al-Sheikh say it, Fury say it. So again, the only thing you got to look at, guys, is the dirty tactics from Mr. Turki Al-Sheikh. Check my video, I've already exposed him. If it is a close fight, they may just give it to Fury so they make that trilogy. Just so it's 1-1. But let's see what happens, guys.
It's facts. But what I'm going to do to him, he won't want a trilogy.
So he's saying he's going to beat him that bad that there won't be a trilogy. Even if Tyson Fury was to knock Usyk out, Usyk would definitely take the rematch. But this is what Tyson Fury is putting out there, which fair. Let's see, because the thing with Fury is, guys, is putting it out there, and he's done this in his career before. But I just think, guys, now is the time when you're playing with a guy that he doesn't mess about. You can't do this to someone when you don't have their number and they have yours. He hasn't been able to get into Usyk's head. He hasn't been able to get into Usyk said like he got into Wilder's and Klitschko's. I've done a breakdown of why Tyson Fury won't win, so definitely check that out as well. This is like starting to get a bit, making himself believe his own hype. That's what he's trying to do. I'm not saying he can't do it, but that's what I'm seeing.
So you got the same head on that you had going into the second Wilder fight? Because that was you were a different man from before LA and before Vegas. You were a different
Forget
man.
all the fights from the past. Yeah. Wilder was 5 years ago. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, nearly 25.
Long time ago.
Me, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
I was 29-year-old when I fought Wilder.
You were a baby.
In LA.
Yeah.
I'm close, kicking the off of 40 now.
Yeah.
You can't say, oh, you're going to be the same as you was 7 years ago. Different day, different book, different character. Do you know what I mean? I can only be me. I'm from today. And that today one, I'm good as ever I've ever been.
And finally, last one, Tyson.
So he's not comparing himself to the Wilder thing. He's looking at today and he's saying he's the best he's ever been. But again, his last performance, which he thought he won, still one thinks he won the fight. It wasn't enough, in my opinion. So we'll have to see.
Tell me why, in a short sentence, you're looking forward to that first bell on Saturday.
Because I'm the Gypsy King and I'm here for redemption. Get up!
So at the end, he loses his rag and he goes, I'm the Gypsy King and I'm here for redemption. Now, he's going to throw everything and go for it, guys. That's what I think Fury's going to do. I do think he's going to come in heavier. I'm not sure about Hatman's video, guys. You can check that out. We'll see how he's on the scale. If he comes in heavy, he's going to go for it, which is going to be entertaining for us. I want to see the best Fury. I don't want excuses here, but I just want to see a fair shake. Let Fury come in with his big beard. Let Fury come in with size. And let's see what Usyk, the master genius, the rabbit, still going to dance circles around him, in my opinion. But I want to see it. Let's let Fury have all the advantages. And if Usyk still beats you, then you've got no excuses after this. Let's see what he says after the fight. But again, if he wins, fair play. But yeah, guys, you leave your thoughts below. Is this the last leg for Tyson Fury? Is it do or die for Tyson Fury? If he loses this, is he going to have a mental breakdown? Is he going to go down that rabbit hole? We'll never see Tyson Fury again. I do believe it is do or die, and he's putting everything in the basket. He's being isolated. He's done a lot of things different to the first camp. We'll see if it will pay off, guys. Not long to go. You leave your thoughts below, and I'll continue breaking it down until the fight day and even after the fight day. So make sure you like and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.